I am live. Let me find a video that I haven't reacted to, or that I haven't seen in a while, or never seen at all. Well, whatever. Let me make sure everything sound-wise is okay, which it should be. Sometimes I get a little bit of feedback on my headphones, so let's see how I'm sounding here on this thing right here on this old phone. Alright, let me, moment of truth, make sure my sound and everything is doing alright. Yeah, so far it seems to be doing pretty good. Alright.
A lot of him eating out of the trash is due to the trauma.
My kids are not if that's what this is about.
I have a video of you knocking him off his feet.
It was not intentionally, I promise. Are you going to jail? I am.
Does they put her hands on you April 15?
Yeah. Yeah, we're sounding pretty good, so.
On September 9th, 2024, officers responded to a residence after a man reported that he had let his neighbor stay with him temporarily, but later caught her on security cameras mistreating her son.
Hello?
Hey, Matt?
Yeah.
Deputy French with the Sheriff's Office. How are you?
I'm alright.
You shared some videos with Brittany that occurred at your house off of your security camera this evening, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you ever seen her act like this before towards that child?
I can't say that I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen her get loud and rude with him and say mean things. A lot of people have tried to go after her with defects before, and I've watched her get away with it so many times because nobody had any hard evidence. Nobody had proof that she was doing things. And the little boy, he won't tell on her for some reason. And so I put those cameras up.
Probably because he's
for
scared.
security reasons, but also on the slight chance that I would catch something like that.
Yeah, do you just rent a room out to her, or what's that situation?
She had asked me if she could stay with me, like last year. She asked me around October, and she asked if she could stay with me for like a month or two. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. She said, I'll be
There
out
we
by
go.
December. She didn't leave, and she was dealing with defects at the time for something that another girl that I had staying with me had called defects on her about. It's like I told the other girl, you don't have proof that she did it, and she's gonna lie. That's what people do, they lie about it.
All right, what is this Brittany's telling me that you possibly seen this child eating from the trash can?
Yeah, I've had videos of it, like when because she makes him take the trash out to her, and I've seen him on video stop on the porch and start digging through the trash and eating out of the trash. He's in therapy. She's got videos of him eating out of it. I think a lot of him eating out of the trash is due to the trauma. He doesn't know
Yeah.
what to do anymore.
Where's this child's father?
His daddy is Keith Green. He lives in Byron.
Is he a good guy or no?
Not particularly. I don't think he would be throwing him out on the porch in the middle of the night or nothing like that.
Yeah, so what I'm seeing in that video is...
It really makes me cringe when both parents are not fit. Like, that child is gonna have a serious uphill battle in his or her life if they have two parents that are completely have no business being parents. And by the way, I'm drinking Thai tea. It's really good. Really good.
Putting that child out in the yard as some kind of punishment?
Yeah, that's what I took it as too. I didn't really, I don't really have much context on why she did it.
Does she have any decent family that can take custody of this child?
Her mom and her daddy live all the way in Missouri somewhere or something. Her brother lives in Warner Robins, but I wouldn't send him over there. She's right at 9 months pregnant. I think
Oh, goodness.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, she's about to pop. Like, she told my buddy the other day she was 19 days away from having a baby.
All right, who's the father of that one? Any clue?
Meanwhile, there are so many people who would make wonderful parents who either choose not to have kids or they can't have kids.
Unfortunately, I believe you're talking to him, but
Really?
I don't know that for a fact. Also, me and her, signed adoption paperwork for this child that she's currently pregnant with.
So you're gonna, this child that she's pregnant with, you're putting that child up for adoption?
That was what me and her had agreed to.
Okay.
I definitely, with the track record, didn't want the baby to stay with her.
I understand that. You're making a very smart, responsible decision.
If I was making a smart, responsible decision, I wouldn't have done what I did with it. But
Well,
Yeah,
we all have stories similar to that one.
that's true. We all make dumb
I'm gonna be at
mistakes.
your house momentarily to do a welfare check, and we'll see where it progresses from there.
and if in any way possible, I would like to stay as anonymous as possible because she's a very vindictive individual. And I don't want her going back to my house and tearing my stuff while I'm not there.
The only problem I got with that, Matt, is the only evidence I got came off a video camera, so
Yeah, I know.
it's gonna narrow it down pretty easily as to
Right.
where I got it, how I got it.
How does that go after tonight?
Well, you will have to evict her, but I mean, it depends on whether or not she has a bond or not. But I would go ahead and go through the eviction process. I would even apply, see if you can apply for a PTO order, a protective order. Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. How you doing? You Brittany?
Am I Brittany?
Yes.
No, I'm Destiny.
Destiny, that's from Destiny, right?
Yes.
Destiny.
All right, just got a question.
Sleeper.
Actually, yeah, I was in bed.
I've been knocking. Just you here tonight?
Me and my family.
Okay, just one child.
No, 3.
You got 3?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
All 3 of them here asleep?
Yes. Yes, they're all asleep. Can I ask what this is about?
Yeah, we're gonna do a welfare check. I'm beginning an investigation into some misconduct, and I need to.
I love when they play stupid. They ask, "Why am I being arrested? What is this about?" When most of the time they know darn well what it's about.
You about it, for me to speak with you about it, I do need to read you your rights, okay, to make sure that you understand those.
Am I under arrest?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am. If you were under arrest, we'd be handcuffed and you'd be out of here, okay? But we'll, it's the right way, okay? If you cannot afford a hiring attorney, won't be appointed to represent you.
I do.
Question.
Want to speak into me now?
Yeah, I got it. What I said in mess here is that you don't have to talk to me, okay? You don't have to answer any questions or make any statements without an attorney, so, okay? But you can't afford a hire attorney, won't be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish, okay? Having these rights in mind, okay? Do you understand the rights I've explained to you? That
Yes.
you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to,
Yes.
okay? Having those rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
I would like to know what's going on.
Okay, well, I gotta get past that first stuff, and then I'm gonna lay it all out there for you. Having those rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me?
I'm not sure what the best option is.
That's one that I can't make for you.
If I choose to talk to you, am I at will to?
Yes, you can stop talking to me anytime you want.
I mean, would I be arrested for anything?
No, for not talking to me? No, ma'am, no.
If I choose to talk to
If you
you?
choose to talk to me, then you can stop talking to me at any time you'd like. You can refuse to answer any question that I may have or anything whatsoever. At any time, you can stop the conversation. You okay with speaking with me?
Yes.
Okay. The 3 children that you have here, how old are they?
7, 5, and 2.
7, 5, and 2.
Yes.
And they live here with you full time?
Yes.
Okay. Who else lives here?
Matthew Lusk, the guy that I was just on the phone with.
Okay, he's not here right now.
No, he's at work.
The 7-year-old, what time did he go to bed? That's a male or a female 7-year-old?
Male.
Male 7-year-old?
They go to bed, well, we got home late, so he went to bed a little later.
What's the 7-year-old's name?
Ace.
Ace?
Yes.
A-C-E?
Yes. If this is about him being outside earlier to go to the bathroom, his sister was the other bathroom earlier, and so he had to pee, so he went outside. And when his sister came outside, she shut the door, not knowing that he was outside. He wanted to go outside to pee.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that I can think of.
Okay.
So
Out in the yard. What was he doing out in the yard?
he was outside peeing,
And,
peeing by a tree.
okay, was he in good spirits?
He was crying, but that was about
Was he
it.
crying?
That I have, probably because it was dark. I turned the light off.
Why'd you do that?
I don't have a reason. My kids are not, if that's what this is about.
Okay, well, what it is about is when you open that door, you let that youngin' out.
Do what?
When you open that door to let that 7-year-old out on the porch, you knock him off his feet.
No, I did not intentionally.
Yes, ma'am, you did knock him off his feet.
Not intentionally.
I have a video of you knocking him off his feet.
It was not intentionally, I promise.
I wish they could show the cell phone videos, and some of these body cam channels do. Not very many of them, but some of them do. They'll show the actual cell phone footage of the incidents. But I wish all of them would do that, so everyone can see who's really at fault. I saw one of them where the lady tried to say the cop pushed her on the ground, and you could tell the lady just threw herself on the ground. Like, she just threw herself on the ground. It was kind of funny to watch. And it makes me very thankful for body cams, because body cams, they tell it all. They tell it all.
How do you accidentally knock a 7-year-old off his feet?
I didn't push him. I want to stop talking now.
Okay, all right.
But I didn't push him. I didn't do any of that. But I understand why you guys are here.
All
Is there
right, you
anything
said
else I need to do?
You said you wanted to stop talking to me right now, so I have to stop with that. You have an open defects case. That's got nothing to do with tonight's situation. You have open defects cases in the past.
I had one with my ex-husband. Is there something that needs to happen? Do I need to call someone to come get my kids?
Right now, you just calm down.
What's going on? Can you please tell me what's going on? Please.
You said you wanted to stop talking.
I don't need defects, please.
You don't get a choice in it at this point.
I'm involved in an investigation. Okay? Part of that process is that I speak with you. Very cool. All right, where's Ace at?
He's in his bed.
Okay, he's in good spirits and in good condition.
Yes, he usually is.
Okay, will you wake him up and let my eyes on him?
I will.
Hey, how you doing, man? Sleepy? Sleepy, my name's Reggie. Your name is Ace, right? You mind walking out on the front porch and talking to me for a minute? That okay? Not
Okay,
okay?
you can come here. We've been through this before already with defects.
Maybe.
And he was taken, and so was his sister, but it was due to my ex-husband. And I'd really rather not go through this again.
Yeah, I understand that. But you also understand that I have a responsibility to make sure that the safety and well-being of all children.
I understand.
Okay? And from what I've seen, that ain't the case.
I understand.
Ace, did you go earlier to go pee? You got upset? Did you fall coming out the front door onto the porch?
No.
You didn't fall? You don't remember walking out the front door here and somebody taking their hand on the back of your head and forcing you out and you landed on your face?
Yeah.
Okay. Why was that? Was somebody upset at you or aggravated with you?
It's okay, you can talk to him. So can you tell me what's going on now?
Yeah, you're being investigated.
I just, well, what does that mean tonight?
That means we're looking into the events that transpired earlier this evening. Very concerning.
Okay.
And clearly it was. So what I'm gonna do right now, which is traditionally for what we do, I'm contacting one of our juvenile investigators.
Okay.
Did you reach out to somebody's family or friends or?
Working on it.
Okay. You have family that on that?
Just my brother, which I haven't called yet. So can I ask what the next steps are? What?
Wait on the detective. I'll hand it over to him and he'll take it from here. You gotta keep in mind that when I read you Miranda and asked if you wanted to talk to me, you said you were done talking. At that point in time, I kinda gotta be done talking. How old are you?
27 and expecting. So this is stressful.
You and Matt, just roommates?
Yes.
Here.
Just roommates. We've been friends for a really long time. For years actually.
You have any criminal charges in the past?
No criminal charges. Just driving without a license. No.
That's criminal.
Yeah.
Oh,
You been in jail
when I was 18,
for
driving without a license.
no other charges since then?
Um,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, against my son's dad. The cop said he has a video of Ace being shoved out of the front door And so that's what the call is about, the wellness check. But I needed you to wait just in case something happened.
What's for the regular class where I was had to get taken by foster care and I had to get taken by me today.
I know, I'm scared too. But they're here because of earlier. You know that, right? When he asked you what happened on the porch.
Hey, she was okay, huh?
Yeah.
Just like with the
I never played those sports.
no, you know what?
I do like sports, but I just never played one.
Can you run like the wind? You can't.
Yes, my sister can.
Dude. Should we be expecting somebody?
Yes, my husband.
He has kids here.
No, we were together for 6 years, so he helped me raise all of them.
Oh, street sweeper in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that?
Mm-hmm. I'd say that's a lot less than
Do you want to go with me? So, I'm going to the restroom. You want to stop being with him? Yeah. You want to go with him?
I'll be outside.
Yeah, the one I was doing, fine.
Yeah, it shows you either smack him on his back or on the back of the head, and he landed this was unfortunately he might start crying.
I'm crying because it was dark.
Well, and then he turned the light on.
Yeah.
And it was never on.
Well, it's supposedly in video, so I'm just gonna go what he told me. I said, so is she going to jail? And he said, if it was up to me, yes, on what I've got right now, she's going to jail. But it's gonna go to juvenile officer who's locking up an 11-year-old right now.
So then you getting home to, okay.
Yeah.
We get five. We get some levels. What you doing? He's talking to gang stuff.
I got woke up at almost.
You could tell he's kind of scared, but he seems to be such a good kid. The whole interaction with him and the officer is pretty wholesome. Talking about what kind of sports he likes and all that. I hope he gets past all of this.
Hey, brother, she got some bushes she can tell that. Man, I don't live here. You don't live here? I don't live here. I got my own place. I visit her twice. She's like,
Are you going to jail?
I am, Amy.
can you come get the kid? Okay, well, so we got everybody here, so.
Is he on the one?
He's waking up and said he'll try. So he lives over by the old sheriff. Well, I guess.
I guess the question is he willing?
Are you willing to come? If not, they're gonna put him in foster care.
I can give you a hug.
You can give her a hug in just a second, okay?
I mean, can you take the cuffs off so she can at least get dressed? She ain't going nowhere.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
Is he coming or not?
are you coming? Let's see when you're here.
Are y'all two in here?
Look.
Do
they have like car seats?
They're in my car.
Where's your keys?
In my purse.
You want me to take the car to the house?
Please don't leave it here.
Take it first, let's get him into a car.
I need to get the first.
No, I gave you mine. Same thing as my car.
Tyson to talk to him after, get him signed, so.
I'm
Bye.
Wish somebody here, while they back this week, then I'm gonna get out of here, that takes a call. And she said, if your kids don't go, then please don't go, we'll figure that out. He gives them bank money to keep that. Alright.
why do we not speak to jail?
Well, something happened, and she won't be in there forever.
Is it going? Yeah.
I should have talked to Ace for just a quick second and then let you guys get it.
And do you have your ID just to document who the two children?
She told me to go all the way over there past that tree.
Go outside and do it, you know?
But then I asked her right here. She said,
While you were out here?
yes, then I would still use it when I was walking back. And
Yeah, the children will be released soon.
the door was unlocked. That thing was on. Then that red light on the camera was on.
And so when after you used the bathroom and opened the door, what happened after that?
The living room was on, so I went back to standing in the corner. So then she came out, told me to go to bed, and
Did anything else happen, like while you were outside? No. Did you fall or anything?
No.
So why did she tell you to come outside?
Now that she put it up, that other one down there on the game room porch.
But I'm trying to figure, so why did you come to the bathroom? Do you know why? Like, why did you use the bathroom in the house?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you use the bathroom outside all the time?
Oh, last night she was sleeping until she woke me up. To this, taking my mom to jail, which I am not happy about.
Me either. I heard about that either. I just wanted to know.
Did y'all take her to jail because of that? Or did she just do something else wrong?
Well, that's why I was trying to figure out what happened when you were outside. When you came outside the bathroom.
Well, it's not. I didn't see no one over there watching me. The camera can fool me. I guess he was watching that camera because he had another camera open. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
He's pretty articulate for a 7-year-old, I have to say. But sadly, it seems like he's trying to cover for his mom, which is sad because a kid just doesn't really understand a lot of things, and they don't see things like we do at our age. No matter how bad their parents are to them, a lot of them still love their parents. And it's very sad to see situations like this.
good water.
Go get it. You need to stop running.
For no reason, he was in the corner because I could feel he ignored my mom because he wanted to get shoes off.
What's his name? Bring please shave off.
Last night, I don't know what she did.
Spell shave off for us.
CHAWO.
He's never swear.
Have you seen your mom, girl? Yeah. Is they gonna put her hands on you?
April 15th,
No, only when she looked at me when I lied.
2022.
Has she smacked me in the face?
Just give me a second. I'll get off on that phone.
I'll grab it for her.
Hey, you still in jail? Oh, yeah. I need to hit him with another charge. A little kid, Brantley. They brought him out. He got bruises all over him. Looks not. Looks like she hasn't been feeding him either. You can see his ribs and everything.
Yeah.
He falling bruises.
Yeah, he does look skinny. He looks way too thin.
Can you open his diaper to see if there's any bruises on his diaper?
Hey, so this is Deputy Hard out here. Just met at house. Probably need to put another charge on her because she's getting charged with that.
Okay. No, that's your call all day.
Yeah, absolutely she's getting charged with that. But she's the one that on Ace.
Hey, how you doing?
He is because of her.
Well, she not only blamed us so far, they both stood right here and heard her say it.
These freaking
Him
bruises.
say it.
These freaking bruises don't come from a child. No, they come from a person's hands.
So, if they leave with y'all,
They don't want to fight. Unless they can find somebody.
well, they're not there. I'm not gonna sit there and deal with her.
So you're not going to take them?
To ask if there's any way I can use visitation to see them.
He left. Perfectly normal, healthy, developing, fine baby, happy, and when they look there, and ran back from foster care, he shows very strong autistic.
Alright, let me see if I can
Was
find.
charged with child abuse.
me see if I can find another, like a drunk
If
driver
you've
or
got
something
pink
like that.
salt, apple cider vinegar, and baking soda in your kitchen, and you're not using this recipe yet, you're throwing away your chance to lose weight effortlessly.
Let's
Today,
see.
I'm here to teach you how to make the new Japanese pink salt recipe for fast weight loss. I started using this 4-ingredient homemade recipe last
Oh, I
month,
hate this
and
stupid
I lost
ad.
a lot. It mimics the effects
Oh.
of those famous Lilly weight loss.
Lieutenant Willard of Dalton County Sheriff.
Sovereign Citizen one. Oh, I love these. Oh, these are the best, so I got a few of these. They might be reactions to reactions or to original videos. Because in case you didn't know it, I'm a big fan of Van Balian and Shane's Dumb Criminals. He's another good channel who reacts to Sovereign Citizen and other criminal type police videos and all that. Alright, let's see this Road Rage Sovereign Citizen. I don't think I've seen this one before. I do not think I've seen this one before, so I guess we're in for a treat. I'm pretty sure. He puts out nothing but bangers, pretty much.
Under arrest, open the door.
Oh, wow. Shoo! That was some serious spray. Yep. And by the way, please subscribe to these channels whose videos I feature.
Channel, guys. Today we head back to Lancaster, Ohio to cover a body cam video of an arrest I covered back in April this year, where a Sovereign Citizen couple lost their car window, got pepper sprayed and arrested on a litany of charges following a minor accident where the
the blur something out.
pepper sprayed the driver of
Oh, I love it.
vehicle. An officer witnessed that encounter and stopped.
I guess you can say they took showing their ass to the police to a whole nother level. They gave a whole new meaning to that.
To inform the victim that another officer was en route. The officer then caught up with.
Let's take a moment to be thankful for all the people who have to blur out this footage. All things they might see, they're in heavy need of some eye bleach. I'm pretty sure of that.
Struck and initiated the traffic stop we all remember. But now we get to see the stop from a law enforcement point of view, courtesy of Bodycam TV. Right, let's get into the video.
See, they're not identifying themselves. She rolls her window up, refuses to talk to me. He tells me, forget you, I ain't identifying myself to you, and that's where we're at now.
Damage on that vehicle?
Just a mirror, touching mirrors. Sheriff's deputy, I'm not sure where he came from. He must have been behind me or close to me, because then he comes down here. They refuse to identify, and then he calls supervisor.
So she's refusing to identify herself.
As well as he's passenger in the back. They're reporting as the gentleman in the passenger
That's
side.
not her plate, right?
Correct.
So she's refusing to identify herself.
Right. He's refusing to identify himself.
Okay, for as far as him right now, let's not worry about him. Let's worry
Yeah,
about
she's
her
being the
as
driver. Yeah.
No plate on the vehicle.
No plate on the vehicle. Yep, that's what we got.
So as we are now finding out from one of my previous videos and now this video, getting into an accident with a Sovereign Citizen is not only bad for your pocket, it can be bad for your health as well. And these guys have the nerve to preach no victim, no crime.
Yep.
So let's get her out of the vehicle.
Okay.
She refuses to come. All right. So we'll get in the vehicle. We'll pull her out to find her.
Okay.
She's not cooperating with
Okay.
us. And we'll tow the vehicle because there's no plates on the vehicle.
Okay.
The next problem is I hope she doesn't try to take off on us because
Right.
just because she's not pinned in or anything. So
I'm in front of her.
yeah. You could have your guy with blockers and going anywhere. Doesn't he pull up a little bit closer, maybe? That way she doesn't take off running on us.
So we now have the advantage of hindsight with this one because we have the video from inside the vehicle, which shows the female very much under the control of the soft-stick passenger, which is kind of scary. So if he said right away, then I'm willing to bet she would, but he's too much of a narcissist and a professional victim to do that.
That's good. That's good. I don't know a lot between the car over there. Yep. Alright. Hi there. My name's Sergeant Thurston. Ma'am, I'm talking to you. You're the driver.
Yeah, roll down your window.
I'm asking you to roll the window down. Speak with.
I'm asking you, roll the window down.
You're the driver of this vehicle. Can you open the door so I can talk to you?
If the window didn't wind down like the passenger says, then why would he need to tell the driver this?
No road. No road now. Over here. Over here.
Yeah.
So like I said in the previous video, you can always tell when a sovereign citizen is lying because his lips move.
That's true. That is true. They're always coming up with something to BS and to malinger about. And I don't know why, but it makes me cringe when the person in the passenger seat is telling the driver all these things. Like, don't roll the window down, don't give him your ID. You're the passenger, I'm the driver, zip it. What the driver wants, the driver gets. They are driving the car. Or in sovereign citizen terms, traveler.
Open the door. Open the door. Ma'am, I'm trying to speak with you. Okay. 1 second here. Ma'am, I'm trying to speak with you. You're the driver of the vehicle. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm asking you to make contact with me on the other side of the vehicle so I can talk with you, okay? Ma'am, can you step out of the vehicle so I can speak with you? Ma'am, I'm asking you to speak with me. Ma'am, I will be breaking the window and asking you to step out of the vehicle. If you don't cooperate.
You really think a piece of paper and you yelling out the window is gonna do anything? As we're gonna see, it doesn't do anything. Only thing it does, makes everything worse.
Ma'am, I'm asking you to open the door on that side.
First of all, I wouldn't worry too much about that window because it's not going to be there shortly. And secondly, the Fourth Amendment protects you against unreasonable searches and seizures. It's not a magic wand you can wave to absolve yourself of criminal behaviour. And you have the nerve to call yourself a constitutional law scholar.
Sound like a dude, bippity boppity boo. Put them together. What do you got? Bippity boppity boo.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm into all this.
Do you not understand that?
Ma'am, I'm asking you for an identification.
And protect them.
Open the door, I'm going to break the window. I'm going to break the window and assist you out of the vehicle. You either open the door and speak to me. Open the door and speak to me. I'm asking you to identify yourself. You have a driver's license. Ma'am, you're the driver of the vehicle. I'm talking to you. I'm asking you to open the door and speak to me. I'm not going to continue asking you. I'm going to break the window and assist you out of the vehicle. I'm asking you to open the door. Ma'am, I need a driver's license. 47. Copy of VIN number, please.
I read it. Yep.
Okay.
I read it.
Disregard the 1429 lane.
Yep.
Walker?
He's asking if we want to proceed to deploy.
Hey,
Oh wow, there's about to be some OC in there.
one second, Chris. It's the mail.
Do you know if that is a kid in the back seat, then shame on them for exposing them to this toxic environment.
As in almost all of these cases, they do this in front of their pets and their kids. That's the absolute worst part.
So here, Walker, I don't know if I want to put an OC in there right quick, right yet, because let's hold off until, I don't want this to take off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then they'll have OC in there.
that would not be a good idea.
Go ahead, it wouldn't hurt.
So, do we need a baton at this point? Or
Well,
is that one? Gotcha.
Yeah, the sovereign citizen type person.
God. He's like, not another one of those. You could tell in his head he's rolling his eyes like, oh, not another one of those.
What is it, a little quicker? I think so.
Well, that tool looks familiar. I think we've all seen this used to great effect before in my Sovereign Citizen gets his window busted out in South Carolina video. Who remembers this one?
Yep. I forget what they call those, but those are something else. Those are high tech.
Stop sitting behind the vehicle There's more ones here yet. So here's the plan. We got 3 people in the car. Hey, let's you wanna shut down? I'll just shut down, yeah. 47, that makes sense. You would just shut the westbound traffic down right there. Shut the block off.
Yeah, they're prepping for a big time.
Just the planning that goes into a stop like this and the disruption it brings is incredible.
It is.
Because a self-proclaimed constitutional law scholar thinks he knows better. They should hit him with any and all costs that arise out of this operation. Anyway,
Absolutely.
let's skip ahead through the planning.
And they should charge him with misuse of resources. It's just like misuse of 911 when you cause that much of a disruption where they have to bring multiple officers down there just because you don't want to get out the car. That's no different than misusing 911, in my opinion.
Get to the good stuff.
4799 traffic.
About to be a window bust. Look at that. Haha, window broken. God. He got it twice, dang.
Can you imagine for a second being dumb enough to ask the police what they are doing
God.
and their name and badge number while you're in the middle of getting a face full of OC spray? All we need now is Mr. Sparky to complete the trial.
Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. God. Oop, body cam fell.
Put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest. Hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
I'm not doing anything, says the guy being arrested for allegedly assaulting someone with pepper spray, who then goes on to refuse countless lawful orders. What a complete tool this guy is.
You are under arrest. Do not resist arrest. You're under arrest. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest. I'm not resisting. I'm not. Hey, don't treat my 15-year-old like that, fuckhead. He's not doing anything.
Okay, first of all, you are in absolutely no position to talk about how people treat kids after what you just put that teenager through. And secondly, thank you to whoever played out this area. It's bad enough that we have to listen to their pseudo-legal nonsense. We don't need to be subjected to their butt cracks as well.
No. I also feel bad for the officer that has to be around that area. You know he's gonna, even though he's wearing gloves, he's gonna want to double up on the hand sanitizer. Because it's very unlikely that these people washed their butts. Very unlikely.
Take it out. They're coming.
This is what we call effing around
and finding out. Yep.
The process for someone who pepper sprays people over a simple mirror collision, who then goes on to refuse every single lawful order given, is not going to be a smooth process. Learn from it.
Yep, so it's karma. You pepper spray someone out of road rage, and then you get pulled over, and you end up getting pepper sprayed by police because of your stubbornness and your disobedience. Your interference. Lovely. Gotta love when that happens. It's practically instant karma. Let me see if they have video of the actual incident. Oh, no, they don't. The original version might. Let's see. Let's see if the original video does. View source. There we go. Now, I love it when the video sources are from Sovsit channels and stuff. Because you get to see and hear all the idiocy from their point of view. And it's just, prepare to lose some IQ points is all I can say. Alright. Oh, this is frozen. What? Come on, man. Oh. YouTube frozen. Okay, let me... What? Not responding, blah, blah, blah. Force, reload, both plays. Just absolutely... Alright. Alright, now that brief little technical difficulty is over, let's do some other soft sit videos. This is the whole video of this. And I don't know if I want to show the whole video because it might be kind of boring in some parts. I mean, we've seen most of it anyway. Ooh. Oh, this one's got to be another soft sit one. When you are a law expert from TikTok.
And felonies.
When you are a law expert from TikTok, oh, gotta love this. This might be another sovereign citizen, might be just a regular old crazy person, who knows? We'll see.
February 11th, 2024, Jake Dunn fled a domestic dispute at 18 DuPont Ave in a silver Toyota Sequoia after forcefully taking his girlfriend's keys and driving off without consent.
I apologize for the language and everything, but he's driving my vehicle drunk right now.
What kind of car is it? What kind of car is it?
It's a Toyota Sequoia.
I think I might have seen this one before.
What's the last? Check the boulevard and it's a male in a silver Sequoia Toyota trying to leave town. If you see it, stop it. You know the license plate?
I can get it.
Yeah. Okay, so what year is it?
2001.
2001 Toyota Sequoia. Silver in color?
Yes. He's not supposed to be driving. He has no license.
Huh.
He just,
It's a 2001 Toyota Sequoia.
he's not driving. He's not for 10 days.
So what happens today?
It's just my brother on the phone.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I went through his phone and he's been with another girl. We've been together for 7 years.
Do you have your license on you?
I can go get it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm really sorry.
Mind if this officer goes in with you?
No, that's
Yeah,
fair.
okay. Grab it, let's
It's
get
supposed to
that.
be in there. I'm
That's
so
what
sorry.
God.
I'm so very sorry.
With that one, okay, we'll call some children. Yeah, no, nothing. Let's make sure no physical.
Just right there.
Do you,
Thanks, Jagger.
I mean, are you interested in the kind of thing of, taking without your consent? Criminal charge, you guys? So we're gonna take in your car,
I would love my vehicle back.
but do you want to sign charges against it
Yes,
for,
please.
for taking your car without your consent?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get
He's
your driver's
driving just drunk when he crashes.
Yeah, no, I hear you. We're gonna try to find it.
It's fine. Just he's fine. His last
Yeah,
vehicle.
let's get your driver's license just so I can get that plate.
That's pretty much like the insurance and registration and everything. It's my vehicle.
Definitely.
If we could get an address on David Ruiz, she believes that he's over there.
Where is that?
Lives on Central Ave. Is it a motel or is it a hotel?
It's like an apartment complex.
Okay.
It's
Ruiz?
another one of these bullshit things. Yeah.
Okay. R-U-I-Z? Yeah. First name?
I did David.
David.
Spotted later at Sumner and Central, Dunn reeked of alcohol, had glassy eyes, and refused to cooperate.
Oh, this is where it's gonna get real good.
How you doing? Patrolman Glennis, he said it's police department. Just has a video report. So what just happened today at DuPont? Where you come from today?
DuPont.
Okay, so what happened there today?
What do you mean?
Well, you come from there, so what happened at DuPont today?
Nothing?
Nothing at all?
No.
So we were called for a reason. No. Do you have your license?
How about you tell me your reason for being called?
God,
no, it's not.
that dude is arrogant. At least the cop's not the one driving drunk and stealing his girlfriend's car.
I'm gonna dictate the stop, so give me your license right now, okay? That's how it's gonna work. And if you don't comply with my orders, I'm gonna have you step out of the vehicle, I'm gonna place you in handcuffs, and you're gonna be sitting in the back of my car until I figure out who you are, okay? So this is how it's gonna work, okay?
God.
Hold on. I'm gonna lower the window.
Step out of the vehicle.
It just takes a
Step
minute.
out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Please step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
For officer safety, step out of the vehicle.
Officer safety?
Hey, you gotta work with me here, okay?
No.
Step out of the vehicle. Hey, I'm trying to work with you here.
I'm trying to open the window, and he won't
God.
let me open the window. He just opened my door. This is illegal.
God. You have to. You have
For
to.
what cause? For what cause?
And you have to provide identification too. It's the law. You don't have to answer any incriminating questions or things like that, but you do have to give them your ID and step out of the vehicle when they ask you to.
What investigation? Do you suspect me of committing a crime? What crime?
We got called to the DuPont application.
Okay.
We're given this description of this vehicle.
Okay.
With the first three characters of that license plate.
Okay.
We had reasonable suspicion to stop this vehicle.
For what?
Okay? Based on our investigation that we're conducting at that.
Is this your sergeant?
No, it's not.
No.
Sergeant. Sergeant. No. Under New Jersey law, once I ask for a sergeant, you have to.
You
be a
don't.
Sergeant.
They
Ignoring
don't.
repeated commands, refusing to exit the vehicle, and demanding a supervisor.
Okay. Keys. Supervisor.
He's on the way right now.
No.
Good. Thank you.
What's your name?
Listen, you have to understand where we're coming from now. We have to do our due diligence here, okay? Okay? Patrolman D. Giovanni. My badge number is 137. Okay? And listen, you have to understand where we're coming from now. Okay?
I don't understand where you're coming from.
We get dispatched over to DuPont Ave, okay? Okay. For a call that we have to respond to. Okay? So we get the information there for a stop and hold given out by my sergeant on this vehicle.
For what?
Okay?
For what?
I'm not out there. I'm not out there.
For what crime?
You're about to find out.
What crime?
You're about
Yep.
to find out. Okay? All right?
Yep, I'm about to find out.
That's why this vehicle is being stopped. But I'm telling you right now, if an officer advises you to get out of the vehicle, you have to get out of the vehicle. That is
Unless that officer is of suspicion that I committed a crime. I have committed a
You
crime.
are stopped for a lawful reason. You're stopped for a lawful
What
reason.
lawful reason?
Pending an investigation like I just told you. At 18 DuPont Ave.
No. I am
Okay.
legally parked in a legal spot, sitting in a car. That's all I'm doing. At this point. At this point.
I know, but the car that you're sitting in
Doesn't matter what car I'm sitting in. I am legally parked in a car.
matches the description
Doesn't matter what the
of the vehicle that we were given.
Of the vehicle for
So-
what crime?
So, what do you want? What do you want us to do? You want us to just turn our head
For what crime?
and look and see it? You're about to find out. You're about to find out.
What crime?
The officers that are there right now, you're about to find out.
Is it Grand Theft Auto?
You're gonna find out. No, it's not Grand Theft Auto.
Then you
No,
can't stop.
it's not. It's not. Okay. Yep.
Is that
Go.
your car?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You.
F you. Perfect. You can tell that officer has been there and done that multiple times with people. It's just like white noise to him.
How you doing, sir? So, supervisor? Yeah. Card? Is it Jake? Card?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sergeant Mayberry. I don't have to give you a card, sir. Card? Yeah, it's Sergeant Mayberry. How do I know that you are Sergeant Mayberry? That's what I am. You want to see my name tag?
I don't know. He just wears that uniform for fun with the stripes on the side. He wears it for fun. I don't know. That dude is playing an idiot for sure. In fact, he probably is one. I'm sure he is one. And he's just letting that idiot flag fly.
I guess you. Whose car is this? This is Tiffany Saratelli's car. Okay, from 18 DuPont? Yes. Okay. So she made some accusations regarding some sort of verbal domestic abuse. You guys have? What does that have to do with me being part of this occasion? So what happens today? I don't know. You know, you guys didn't get in any kind of argument, nothing like that? Listen, I'm on a lease. Yeah. I live there. Okay. Trying to get away. She's claiming that you guys had an argument.
If we did, we did. If we didn't, we didn't.
But she's claiming that she didn't give you permission to take the car.
I mean, if you guys want to take the car, you can.
Well, we'll get to that.
Absolutely.
So how long ago did this occur?
This car's parked.
How long ago did this occur?
Did what occur?
The incident where you left. How long ago did you leave?
What incident?
The verbal argument that obviously that you were leaving from.
There was no verbal argument. This car was parked here.
This car was parked here when?
This car was parked here.
When? Prior to us being here?
I do not know when it was parked here, but it was parked here.
But you were sitting here when the cops.
Correct. But I walked here.
You walked here and then
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Alright. Well, obviously we'll post some video and see about that.
You can pull whatever video you
You
want.
have license, registration, insurance?
Don't need license registration.
Yes, sir, you do.
No.
So you're sitting in the car, it's operation. Remember the keys? Name the ignition.
Doesn't matter.
So the keys, it does matter. So it's operation.
The keys were in the ignition.
Your eyes are
Keys were in the ignition.
Sir, your eyes are glassy.
No.
I can smell. I can smell the odor of an alcohol beverage.
No.
Understand? Sir, this is not for us to debate, okay?
This is for us to debate.
I could kind of tell his eyes are glassy.
Doesn't matter where the keys are.
It does matter where the keys are.
So, did you drink anything today, sir?
It does.
Where did you drink anything today, sir?
Where were the keys?
Did you drink anything
Where were
today?
the keys?
Okay, license, registration, insurance.
I don't have keys.
License, registration, insurance.
Don't have keys.
License, registration, insurance.
Don't have keys.
So you're gonna be placed under arrest.
Why don't you call the individual who
License,
called?
registration, insurance, sir. You're obligated to give us that.
Why?
Because you are this.
The vehicle's not running. The vehicle's not
You are
started.
sitting in the car. It doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter
Yes,
who's sitting in the car.
Sir, we're not gonna debate this, okay? Is it worth getting arrested for, sir?
You can't arrest me for sitting in a
Yes,
car.
we can. This is operation. Okay, you're
No,
obviously.
it's not. No, it's not.
You
Keys
appear
are
to
in
be
the ignition.
You appear to be intoxicated. So we have to. You have
These
to step
people
outside.
are arguing with him forever.
First off, you have to give us documentation. If you don't have it, you still have to. You have to.
Like, come on, y'all. Force him out of the car or something. Y'all been back and forth with this guy too long.
Outside. You have to
It's a
step
reasonable
outside.
stop.
It is a reasonable stop.
For
So
what?
step out of the car.
For what crime?
Now you're gonna be given field
For what
sobriety
crime?
testing. Field sobriety testing. Suspicion of driving under the influence.
But for what crime did you stop me originally? Because you cannot
So
stop
it's
me
an
for
investigation. We got information. I don't have to disclose that to you.
No, it has to be reasonable,
Are you gonna step out of the
articulable,
car?
simple. No,
Are you-
it
so
has
you're not
to
gonna
be
step out of the car?
reasonable, articulable
Sir, are you gonna step out of the
suspicion
car?
of a crime. What crime did I commit?
Are you gonna step out of the car?
What crime did I commit?
Suspicion of driving under the influence. So now we have to run
But I
through
wasn't
tests.
driving.
So now we have to run.
But he wasn't driving.
You step out of the car.
I was not driving. What crime were you committing?
Sir, we're investigating it, okay? And you obviously
What
look
crime?
intoxicated.
He's trying to gaslight these cops so bad. I wasn't driving. You're sitting in the driver's seat. And looks like the car is on, so I'm pretty sure you're in a position to be driving.
You're sitting in the front seat of the car. Are you gonna step out of the car, sir?
I did not attempt to drive away.
Sir, are you gonna step out of the car?
No.
You're not gonna step out of the car. Then you'll be placed under arrest.
What crime?
Alright, it's about time.
Step out of the car, please.
What crime?
It's about time.
Driving under the influence of alcohol and/or narcotics. Step out of the car, sir.
I have not driven.
Step
What
out of the car,
crime? What
sir.
crime?
Step out of the car. You have no legal rights or fees. You have to.
What crime do you suspect me of
You have to
committing?
comply with this testing. You have to. You have no choice.
What
Your eyes are
crime?
glassy. I can smell alcohol
What
on your breath.
crime
You're sitting
do
in
you
the driver's
suspect
seat
me
of the
committing?
car. So, sir, step out of the car.
Officers eventually had to forcibly remove him and arrest him on scene.
So we're asking you one more time. You gonna step out of the car? You gonna step out of the
You
car?
asked him too many times.
Step out of the car.
Don't pull away. Stop resisting, alright? Stop resisting, sir. Don't pull away.
I'm not resisting.
Now you're under arrest.
I hope all you got body cameras on.
Yep, they do. Little does he know or even care about the fact that the body cam's gonna show that he's gaslighting and lying so much.
Lawsuit. Sit up. Lawsuit. Bend your knees.
You want me to stand up? Or
Yeah,
what
we're
do you want me to
standing up.
do?
That's why I down your knees.
Douchebag.
God. Is he talking to the mirror?
We asked you several times to step out of a vehicle. You have to step out of a vehicle. Police officer asked you to
You. That's not proper. Yes, that's not proper. No, it's not. Okay. We have protected amendment activities.
Protected Amendment activities. I never heard of that before. Protected Amendment activities. What amendment, really? There's no amendment saying you don't have to hand an officer your ID or get out the car when they ask. What exactly amendment are you referring to? Yeah, this guy's drunk. He's not only arrogant and maybe a bit of a narcissist, but he's drunk. I am sure of that. I'll have your badge. I'm gonna sue. And pretty much every one of these videos, the perp says something like that. I swear to you, these people must get together and be like, alright, when we get stopped, what do we say? And they unanimously come up with things to say when they get stopped. I swear to you, they do. Oh, look at this one. Alright, this is might be an oldie but goodie out of, yeah, not really, it's relatively new, but I don't think I've seen it before. I kind of want to do the original video, because the original video comes from a SovSit account. And prepare to lose some brain cells and laugh at the same time, because all the stuff that they spew and their supporters spew is just crazy. Alright. And kidnap me? What on earth?
I'm doing fine.
Well, hey, I'm Officer just with the police department. The reason why I stopped you being, your plates are suspended.
They actually not suspended.
Or expired, excuse me.
They're not expired either. I got the paper at the house. It was paid for. The thing is, I had needed to get a smog, and then bring it back, because I got it from my uncle in California.
Okay. Well, you don't have any registration on the vehicle. I need your license, registration, proof of insurance, please.
I don't operate in commerce. I'm traveling. I'm not driving.
Okay, so do you have anything with you that says this is your vehicle?
Oh yeah. Well, not with me, but I do have the paperwork at the house. I just didn't bring it with me.
Okay.
But
sounds good.
I definitely do.
So, as a lawful operator on a public roadway,
yeah,
you have to possess insurance, registration, and have a driver's license.
Yeah, this car is self-insured, and then also. I can't hear you, sir.
This car is self-insured. This car is self-insured.
Self-insured, it has self-insured liability through my estate, which I did give to the DMV, the corporate DMV in Reno, I believe it is. I sent that to them. And then also, as far as like me having power of attorney over my vessel, you know what I'm saying? But it's self-insured through my estate. If you're familiar with that, I could even show you the paperwork.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, so if you can educate me. So this is the state of Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like you're working for Grubhub or
no, I'm not.
Nothing. Okay, with that being said, you're on a public roadway, okay? In the state of Nevada, you need to possess a driver's license to drive. You need to have registration.
Yes, you do.
You don't need a driver's license to travel. You said to drive. I don't drive, I travel. I'm traveling, not driving.
I understand.
You're in the driver's seat of a vehicle.
But you're on a public roadway. It is 2025, okay? These are the laws.
No, it's not a law.
Yep.
Consequences for these laws.
It's not a law that states that I have to have a driver's license to
listen,
travel.
sir, you are in the state of Nevada, specifically.
I get that, but the state of Nevada
traveling south on Stephanie in Santiago. Okay. Our records check of your license plate. Is it expired?
It's not
It's
expired.
2025 in January 2025.
It's not
That's
expired.
the reason for the stop, okay?
The
Like
registration
I said,
was
you
paid
need to
for.
possess lawful insurance, a lawful driver's license,
And lawful
registration.
insurance, I explained, it's self-insured through my estate.
Okay?
Up to
You have proof of that.
2.5 million. Yes, I do.
I need to see that. And I need to see your driver's license and I need to see the registration.
I don't operate in commerce. I don't drive. I travel.
Listen,
How many times do I have to say that?
I'm not gonna play your games.
It ain't no game. This is law. This is lawful.
Listen,
No,
I'm
it's
just
not.
gonna tell you what's gonna happen, okay? I'm gonna tell you what happens. If you don't give me your driver's license, you
I
don't give me
don't
registration
operate in
or
commerce, sir.
insurance.
Under what jurisdiction do you operate?
City of Henderson, bud.
So no, that's when this comes to the city of Henderson, as I'm not a U.S. citizen for one.
What?
U.S. citizens, they operate under commerce. They need a driver's license.
Dang.
I travel.
Man, my IQ is going down 10 points already. I swear to you.
I'm simply traveling on, even though this is a public roadway, as an American and God fearing man, I do not operate within your jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm just saying. I don't operate in your jurisdiction.
Okay.
People who are U.S. citizens operate in your jurisdiction. May I ask why you put your gloves on?
Just because
You
Because they want to.
I'm fair skinned and I'm out in the sun. I don't
Okay.
get my hands sunburned.
Okay. Well, now that we gotta understand. Well,
Oh, yeah, fair point.
understanding, as far as this goes with being able to travel.
And you don't want to get skin cancer either, so protect yourself from the sun any way you want to. It's worth it.
I'm pretty sure you know that. I mean, they supposed to teach you that as an officer when it comes to traveling and driving. So you see this bag, but that don't mean that I work for that company. You know what I'm saying? I still travel. I'm simply going from A to B.
I understand that, but in order to go from A to B,
Is there any injured party?
Say that again.
Is there any injured party in this? No. So there's no injured party. So am I?
But if you're driving without a license and driving without insurance, mainly driving without a license, you are liable to get in an accident and hurt someone. There's a reason why we test people to drive. There's a reason why people who drive have to have a license. There's reasoning behind these rules, and they're law in all 50 states. I'm no expert at law, but even I know that. It takes, all you gotta do is learn basic high school civics to realize that.
Yeah, you already.
Okay, so why am I being detained? Am I breaking any law?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. That's not a law.
You're actually breaking free so far that I can think of.
No, that's not a law. That's a statute. Statutes and laws are not the same thing. No, sir.
What's your first name, sir?
My name is Michael.
Michael. All right,
Yeah.
listen. I don't want this to go any other way than smooth.
Most definitely, I can give you my ID.
You need to possess a driver's license.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Only U.S. citizens need to possess a driver's license. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
Where are you from?
I'm not from the District of Columbia.
Where are you from?
U.S. citizens are from the District of Columbia. I was born in America, not the United States. I was born in America, under the Republic. I feel like y'all trying to come for me. Y'all like you not the.
Well, technically, if you're born in America, you might not be born in the United States because North and South America. But people colloquially refer to the U.S. as being America when technically it's the United States of America. So he's making sense there, but he's not making sense at the same time. Like, oh, I'm not a citizen of the United States, and
First officer that pulled me over, and I feel racially profiled.
yeah.
I feel racially profiled, and I don't feel safe with y'all even pulling me over. But can I get your badge number and name?
You'll be able to get it.
No, I need it like right now.
You'll be able.
I understand that racial profiling, things like that, do happen, but I don't really think that this is a case of that. I just don't, and I hate when people use stuff like that to just because they don't like cops. they overuse stuff like, well, I'm being profiled, or I can't breathe, and all that stuff because they don't like their consequences of their actions. They do it to try to avoid consequences. That's just ridiculous to me. Law enforcement is like any other job. There are people in it for the right reasons, people in it for the wrong reasons. Just like any other profession out there. There are people who are good at it and people who just are not good at it. Just like any other profession out there. And people have to remember that. Realize that and remember it. Oh, and that's another good thing about body cams. This is not a body cam, but that's a really good thing about body cams is they tell parts of a story that cell phone cameras often might not tell. They tell the body cams tell it all. Like they be spilling all the tea. They spill all the tea, and they've saved innocent officers from being wrongfully accused of stuff, and they've held officers accountable who were doing bad things, so it's a win-win for everyone. Body cams are a win-win for everybody.
You're superior? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I need to see all y'all, like, cause I feel like y'all racially profiling me and targeting me. And that's not okay. And the fact that I've already filed a shirt, and then look him pulling up the way he pulling up. Okay? What are you doing? What are you doing? Sir?
Put your hands behind your back.
I haven't did anything wrong. Why are y'all arresting me? I'm being racially profiled. I have not did anything wrong. I haven't did anything wrong. Y'all arresting me for what? What are you arresting me for?
Kidding. I would kind of like to see the body cam footage of this incident. Sometimes channels will have the body cam footage of this incident as well as the cell phone footage. And you get to see all the sides of everything. You get to see that the person behind the phone camera isn't always telling the truth. And that's enough for that. Let's see another side sit video. I don't think I've seen this one before.
Deputy Lowe at the Sheriff's Office, okay? Reason for the stop. What's up with that tag? What tag is it? Do you have a tag for the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a driver's license and registration for the vehicle? Okay. Do you have proof of registration for the vehicle? There's no state for that tag. It's not coming back to anything, so that's why I'm asking. Okay, that's a passport card. Do you have a driver's license? What's that? Do you have a driver's license out of Florida or any other state? Registration or insurance for the vehicle? So you don't have a driver's license in the state of Florida, right? Okay. That's not a driver's license, though. Huh? Yes, I do.
Yep.
It's recording. Okay.
I love how these people are like, do you have your body cams on? Little do they know the body cam's about to reveal the whole truth of the situation. And it won't necessarily work out in the suspect's favor either.
What I'm gonna have you do is turn the car off. What's that? So I'm gonna have you step out, okay? You don't have a driver's license, you're not supposed to allow you to operate in the vehicle, okay? What's that? Because we're gonna have a conversation in the back of my car.
I kind of want to see the fake tag.
What's that? Right now you're being detained. You understand? operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. I don't know what that means, okay? Yeah, go over here. What's your first name?
Roll down your window. Ma'am, roll down your window. Ma'am, roll down your window all the way so we can talk. What's that? Ma'am, you have to get out of the car, so go ahead and shut the car off and step out. You're not producing any of the required documents that you're supposed to have? I need a Florida registration. Okay,
Listen,
here.
I'm not.
We have that. We have it. Ma'am, it doesn't work that way, okay? I need your ID so
It's
I
not
can...
how any of this works.
Okay, now do you have a valid registration? What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I need your paperwork, and I need your insurance. Okay? Alright. Alright, go ahead. Just keep an eye on it.
Any weapons or anything inside the car? Okay, well, I'm not gonna have you dig through a bag right now. I'm telling you to unlock this car and step out. You understand me?
Yeah, that's when you know you got a soft sit on your hands. When you're grabbing all the paperwork. The binder full of paperwork that they printed off of the internet.
What are you trying to show me?
The whole sovereign citizen thing is proof that not everything you see on the internet is true. Don't believe everything you read on the internet at all. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt from anyone, because there's a lot of people online, on social media especially, who are grifters. All they care about is getting money from people. And unfortunately, people behind the sovereign citizen movement are preying upon people who are down and out in various ways or another. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're not able to work. They are addicted to substances. They prey upon people because I've noticed one thing in all of these sovereign citizen videos. None of these people that are pulled over are, or appear to be anyway, upper or any kind of middle class, at least. Middle class or up. They're all lower class people who are down and out. They are struggling in some way or another. And they're being preyed upon by these scammers. And while I like to laugh at the sovereign citizens, and most of them, they get what they deserve, there's a side of me that kind of feels bad for some of them. Because they fall for these people who are just scammers all the time. So many people falling for this scam on the internet, and I wish they would find who started this, who perpetuates this stuff, and hold them accountable to the fullest extent of the law. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. And not to mention, the sovereign citizen movement is behind. A lot of sovereign citizens have caused officers to lose their lives. In fact, I saw many years ago, I saw a video where an officer got shot by a sovereign citizen, lost his life. So this is more than just some idiots who just print off a bunch of stuff on the internet. This is a little bit deeper than that, unfortunately. And like I said earlier, we can laugh at them because they say some dumb stuff, but the reality is, and something that is in the back of my mind a lot of times, and a lot of what myself and a lot of other people got to think about is hardly any of these people who are sovereign citizens are not vulnerable in one way or another to being scammed by these people. Alright, that's enough for that little ramble, that little rant right there.
Man, what are you trying to show me? The only documentation I need to see is your vehicle registration, your proof of insurance, and your Florida driver's license. You showed me a passport ID, okay. Your tag comes back to nothing. Negative. Have you ever had one? What is that? Solid. Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry, sis, so please don't classify me. I know you guys have some sort of code terms that you guys.
So now their thing is, oh, I'm not a sovereign citizen. But they go on to spout and do all the sovereign citizen things. They're checking off every single item on the sovereign citizen list. They are hitting every spot on the sovereign citizen bingo cards.
Right now you're operating motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, okay? I don't know what... Go ahead. Why are you pulling in here? Do you live in here?
So what is this supposed to be?
I'm sorry?
What is the What does that mean? Where's the, so okay, so this is not, so where's the registration for the vehicle? Okay, so you understand that by the Florida State statute you need a registration, okay? And you also need a Florida driver's license or your driver's license from the state. You understand that, correct? What is there not to understand? You're operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida. Okay? So you're responsible for the known laws. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, the supervisor's gonna tell you the same thing we're telling you. Because it's not, the truth is not changed. Well, ma'am, you're required to hand us a driver's license that is valid.
Yep. So please do it.
For what? That's not, we don't require that. We require a Florida driver's license.
Will there be a window break?
Ma'am, unlock the car and step out. I am not asking you, I am telling you, step out of the car. Do you understand me? If you do not step out of the car, I will break this window and I will drag you out of the car. You understand? I'm not threatening you, I'm telling you, okay? Unlock the car and step out. Do you understand what I am telling you?
And don't turn this into something that it doesn't need to be, okay? If you step out and cooperate with us, we'll cooperate with you. If you do not, you're gonna go to jail.
Unlock the car and step out of the car. Now.
Alright, they open their door. So there's no window smash. There we go.
Back here. Stand right back here in front of my hood. So let's try this again. Do you have a driver's license issued in the state of Florida? No.
She does, but it's suspended. So with the car's not, the car's
Hey.
not registered. It says suspended. But you also have no insurance. And your registration is canceled.
The driver's license was surrendered voluntarily. So I understand that's probably how it looks in the system, but I also have paperwork for that, that's stuck in my car.
You surrendered your license voluntarily, but yet it shows up as suspended, and on top of that, you're driving. People surrender their driver's license because they don't want to drive.
Showing that I have my driver's license. Went to the DMV and I surrendered that voluntarily. I have my paperwork.
Because it was suspended.
I understand
So
that's
you
what
realize,
it's in the
you
system.
know you don't have a license if you're driving.
Yep.
The car's not.
Okay, so I stand a little bit corrected. She surrendered it because she got suspended. But she still shouldn't have been driving at all. Why even go through all that when you still are gonna drive? Doesn't make sense to me.
And it's not registered. Alright, you can't drive like that in the state of Florida. Alright? Your vehicle's gonna be towed, and he's gonna write you some tickets.
So why is my vehicle being towed?
We cannot operate a road in the state of Florida. It doesn't have insurance in the driver's.
Look at the fake. It shows the fake tag a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in on the fake tag. Might not be able to do that. I am if I was on my phone, but I'm not gonna worry about it. You can kind of see what it looks like anyway.
Man, we are law enforcement officers of the state of Florida. We enforce the laws of the state of Florida. That's the rules here. Is it? Is it you? Is it yours? Is it you? Listen, if you don't want to abide by the law, man, that has nothing to do with us. Okay? And we're being as respectful as we possibly can.
I'm talking to a family member.
Okay, let's call a cop today.
Okay, so sir, why would I put my phone on?
Right now you're being detained, okay? You're not listening.
We're not gonna do anything, alright?
Okay.
Let's see.
That went a little more smoothly than I thought it would. Than I expected it to, which is very rare with these cases. Like, usually they're kicking and screaming and all that. Under duress and blah blah blah, you owe me this much. Now, this woman's a little bit, not right in the head. And she was a sovereign citizen, or is a sovereign citizen, but, I will give her this, she is being physically cooperative with the police, which has made things a lot easier on her. Alright, well, let's head to another one. Alright. This may or may not be a sovereign citizen, but it's worth the watch, I'm pretty sure.
The reckless Leanne's
Young reckless driver thinks he's above the law. This might be a sovereign citizen, this might be just a ordinary, arrogant, you know what.
uninsured motor vehicle. He's got a learner's permit. Probably no insurance on the vehicle.
On May 19th, 2024, a deputy with the St. Johns Sheriff Department spotted a black Mustang driving at a high rate of speed, putting the public in danger. The police report states that he observed the vehicle emitting white smoke from his tires, driving so fast around corners that he went on two wheels and even fishtailing into the shoulder of the road to avoid an accident. The pursuit was short due to the officer also witnessing the defendant hit a train track, causing his right front tire to pop.
Well, that's what you get for driving recklessly. Talk about instant karma in this case.
St. John's, look at my portable. I don't know what road we're on. I'm in front of 4233. Hey, keep your hands up, Pimp. Hey, I got lethal if you want to go non-lethal. You hear me? Hey, turn around from me. Walk back to the sound of my voice. Walk back to the sound of my voice. I got lethal if you got non-lethal. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. I'm giving you a lawful command. Get down on your knees. Get on your knees.
God.
I'm doing all three of y'all put the asses.
God.
Y'all are all losing y'all's job. You know that, right? You're literally using your job.
Awesome, I'm glad it...
I haven't resisted shit. Y'all are losing your job, right? All three of y'all are losing your job, right? You realize that, right?
Well, the cops weren't the one driving recklessly. I think you were. Well, you didn't get on your knees and get on the ground when they asked you to, so there's that. Dang.
I don't care. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor right now. I don't want to shit from y'all. Kill the show. Call your supervisor. Alright, what is that? Supervisor act. I ain't done shit.
Carrot Top got caught.
It's a 65 vehicle. Hey, you dumped him? Yeah. What do we got on him? Single 12, like he was. Yeah. He comes around the bend, the long one.
One Foxtrot Alpha Lima, Honda 40,
Yeah, dude, there were several people that were waving me down, pointing.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, tell us how saying there's no tag attached to this vehicle?
My dog's a little bit camera shy right now.
I can see it.
Sometimes he's camera shy, sometimes he's not.
Without the reckless. Yeah, we're good up here. Hey, sir, I'm going to turn the AC on for you, okay? You hear me?
Dang.
Okay.
Dang, you got a little bit of a mess right there. But I guess when you work out of your car, it's going to be a little bit messy, so I'm not really going to judge about that. because your car is your office, and pretty much that's where everything's gonna be. It's where you eat lunch and all that, so it's gonna be a little messy. Nothing wrong with that, just an observation.
Give us a couple minutes, man. I literally crashed a car 2 fucking years ago, and now all of a sudden I have fucking scraped up knees. Look at me.
Yeah.
Cuff handcuff. I'd love to know what's going on. I'd love to know what's going on.
Yep.
Dude, I was willing to get back in the car. I was willing to do whatever you told me to.
No.
To the point he was yelling at me like he's my fucking dad. He's telling me to fucking get in my fucking cuff, dude.
God. That dude might have daddy issues.
It's a brand new car, I know nothing about it. I'm just trying to get the feel of it, figuring out what the fuck's going on with it. For all I know, it's kind of a blown head gas. Alright, well, give me 1 second. Joseph, show. Joseph, figure out what's going on with my car. Okay, yeah, give me 1 second, I'll be right back with you. Okay, Joseph? What you eat? So you're good with resisting, clean with resisting?
Reckless, clean, yes.
Yeah.
Uninsured motor vehicle. He's got a learner's permit. Probably the insurance on the vehicle. That will. Check all the boxes. Yes, sir. Hey, sir. Come on, Joseph. Get out of the vehicle. We need to put you in this other car, okay? Joseph, please get out of the vehicle and come over to this one, alright? That's all I need to do, man.
Why am I being gross? Because you're
Once I get over here, we'll explain all that to you, man. I promise. I just need you to do this one thing for me, and then we'll explain everything.
Actually, I'm looking at you call my supervisor.
Well, okay, dollar store Dave Mustaine.
One second. I've never been under arrest. I've no reason to be under arrest. I don't know why I'm trying to arrest right here. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why am I fucking?
So you're saying you're a supervisor officer? Are you like in the military? Are you a cop?
It's ridiculous that I'm under arrest. I've never done anything.
You spoke to a supervisor.
No.
He just talked to you on the phone.
I didn't say to anybody on any hood.
However you book, Tourist Check
Alright.
find great deals and filter out flights you may
I hope
not
it
want.
shows the.
Is your child struggling
I don't
with
think
a
it
gaming
will.
addiction?
Let's see.
Major companies
Oh,
behind
come
games
on,
like
gotta.
Minecraft,
Oh, I
Fortnite,
love
and
it.
Roblox.
Love ads.
About 20 minutes later, the suspect's father shows up on scene to try to get an idea of what his son did this day.
You're his father? Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, with him being an adult, we can't disclose information. However, he has been taken to jail. If you give it a couple minutes, once he actually gets there, probably about 30 minutes to an hour, his charges will be listed there. But as of right now, he is going to jail and the vehicle is being towed. Is everything all right with him?
Cause, yeah. Cause, yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. I think we are back at it.
He just broke up with his girlfriend. So I'm trying to get back on his feet.
Okay. Has he acted out of the norm usually, or here recently?
No. He's been working his ass off. He's, trying to get his license. He had a wreck a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And just got the lien of his license off from the tow company.
Yeah.
$1,000. Oh Lord. He had a car, he done some trading, just got this.
Yes, sir.
Just got it running yesterday. Any issues with drug, alcohol, mental health? He drinks here and there like an average kid. He's been trying to get his everything back together.
Yes, sir.
This girl he was with really took him down the rabbit hole. They can do that. Yeah. As Christy or Deputy James is saying, we can't get all the details right now. But he earned every bit of the trouble he got into. But you'll get the details here soon. I don't know what got into him, but he acted the full time.
He's okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's okay.
He has no injuries. He gets by. You guys or anything?
See that? Yes, sir.
He gets by. You guys or anything?
Not quite violent, but he was up there. So,
Yeah, and he just getting over a broken jaw. They out with that girl, and some guy got acting fool, walked up to him, punched him in the jaw, and broke his jaw in 2 places. He still got studs in his jaws. He hasn't got nothing out yet.
yes, sir.
Other than that, he's been doing good.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate situation that could have been completely avoidable. But this would just be a little speed bump for him to get over.
Yeah.
And hopefully he can get this back in his rear view. So,
Yeah, he just went Friday and got the title in his name.
Okay.
Getting parked again yesterday to get it run right. He was going Monday to get it registered.
I say about today, he better have it running right.
Oh yeah. Without a doubt.
Learn how to drive stick shift when they crash.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So, if you just give it about an hour or so, you can go to our website where our jail log is. You'll be able to see as far as his charges. Bonds, I'm not sure if there's going to be preset bonds or he may have to wait until first.
I feel bad for his dad. I mean, he seems like he wasn't trying to say, oh, my kid didn't do this and this and this. He just was casually talking about things his kid might be going through. But you could tell he still believes his kid should be held accountable. Which, good for him.
So this is a tough lesson. Set up to figure out how to get out. But
Yes, sir.
they've been just getting over all this mess.
I hate it for him. Like I said, all this could have been avoided.
The son was taken to the St. Johns County Jail, where he was booked and charged with reckless driving, driving under the influence, and resisting officer without violence. If you enjoy the content we produce,
Yeah, it sounds like he, for a while, was hanging out with the wrong group, and they kind of pushed him the wrong way. So that contributed to it, too, so... I hope he learns from this. Or else, if he doesn't learn from it, then it's not gonna be a fun life. Not at all. Hopefully he takes that as a lesson learned. start hanging out with some better people and around some more positive influences. I will to say, the dad seems like a pretty decent person. He wasn't, like I said earlier, he wasn't trying to blame the cops for anything. He was just wondering what happened and was telling them about stuff that his son was going through. But he didn't paint that as, oh, poor my son. He painted that as he was choosing the wrong people and just doing the wrong things and all that. So that's really refreshing, because a lot of times the parents would be, oh, my kid would never do stuff like that. That's not my kid. Oh, you don't know my kid. My kid's got this disorder and that disorder, and that's why they did this, and they're making all kinds of excuses for their kid. But he was very matter of fact when it came to speaking about stuff like that. He wasn't trying to be anyway. Alright, I think that might be it for now.